जिया जले जा जले नैनों तले धुआं चले रात भर धुआं चले जानू ना सखी रे. Such a beautiful song sung by the amazing Lata ji. You know, every line of this song is a beautiful lesson for all of us. There are so many little nuances and expressions that she has added in this song that we really need to pay close attention to understand and bring out that beauty that she has created. So let's break down this song today line by line and let's understand all the expressions and modulations and nuances of this song. I'm Pratibha Sarathy and you're watching VoxGuru's YouTube series. If you enjoy our videos, please do subscribe to this channel. And if you want to join me for some more regular and systematic learning of music, then please download the VoxGuru app. I have shared the links in the description. I have plenty of detailed courses for you that you can get started with, and let's learn together. Jiya jale ja jale. Do you notice how this first line is very, very soft and gentle? So we don't sing it with a very bold voice like Jiya jale ja jale. We don't do that, right? Jiya jale ja jale. So you have to really control the pressure that you apply on your throat. And notice the ending of this line. Ja jale jale. So that last word, le, that's almost like an electric shock, right? A very fast movement, but it has to be very clear. Jiya jale ja jale nैनों तले. So you see that glide here? नैनों तले. Okay, so it is very, very gentle, but your pitch has to be perfect. धुआं चले. So this is also that similar movement. धुआं चले ले. Okay? धुआं चले. धुआं चले. So we are just gliding from one note to another. These are not like very sharp movements, right? We are not singing it like धुआं चले. We are not making those sharp movements. It's just gliding. धुआं चले. So you need to develop a lot of flexibility in your voice so that you can smoothly make that movement. जानू ना सखी रे. So here we are slowly going into the higher notes. So you need to make sure that you don't strain your voice. Okay? Now the first part is actually having very plain notes. जानू ना. But the next part, जानू ना. You see how we are gliding here? जानू ना. This glide has to be very, very smooth and graceful. And then the descent is even more beautiful. जानू ना सखी रे. So every note is actually gliding. जानू ना सखी रे. So you should slow it down like this and get it perfectly at the slow speed. Then you can make it fast. जानू ना सखी रे. Now the second time when we sing this line, there is a small variation. जिया जले जा जले नैनों तले. So now we are dragging the phrase, right? नैनों तले. The first time we sang it as नैनों तले. But the second time is नैनों तले. So you should notice these little variations because these bring about a lot of variety and beauty into the song. The rest of the line is same. धुआं चले रात भर धुआं चले जानू ना सखी रे. जिया जले जा जले. So this is like an ending phrase. जिया जले जा जले. So here again you have to smoothly glide between the notes. Moving on to the verse. देखते हैं तन में चुभती है नजर. So in the first part, देखते हैं तन मेरा. So here we need to give a little bit of vibrato because we are holding the note, right? Tan mera. So a little vibrato will make it sound more beautiful. Because if we don't sing the vibrato, it will sound very plain. Like देखते हैं tan mera. So that sounds a little flat, right? So we give a vibrato only on our plain notes. देखते हैं tan mera. So just a very gentle vibrato. We should not overdo it. We should not make it like tan mera. We should not do it like that. Okay. So just a little bit so that it does not sound very flat and plain. मन में चुभती है नजर. So note all the glides here. मन में चुभती. That is plain. है नजर. So you have to notice which are the notes that it's passing through. है नजर. So all these notes you have to pass by so that you can bring out the clarity. So even if you are singing at a faster speed, the clarity should not get missed. The next line has a similar tune. होठ सिल जाते उनके नर्म होठों से मगर. So here also try to replicate those glides and try to see how though the tune is the same, the words have changed, right? So there will be many changes in terms of the resonance and the way you use your voice. So try to pay attention to all those things. गिनती रहती हूँ मैं अपनी करवटों के सिलसिले. So here we need to pay close attention to all the notes and all the glides out here. So let's slow it down. गिनती रहती. So the landing notes you have to pay attention to. So you're landing on ma, right? And from there we start the next part. हूँ मैं अपनी. Now this landing note is different. It lands on pa. And then the next part. करवटों के. Again we land on ma. And the next part. सिलसिले. Landing on pa. So we keep alternating between ma and pa. So you have to notice this difference and you have to show it in your voice. क्या करूं कैसे कहूं रात कब कैसे ढले. Now this is a very very important part of the song, right? It's like the grand finale. So we have to pay attention to a lot of little things here. So the first phrase is क्या करूं. So here we go up with a lot of power and then gently we glide downwards. Now which note are we gliding to? That is very important, right? We need to have clarity on that. क्या करूं ma. So that's the note we finally land on. But we don't do it so explicitly. Like we don't do it like करूं. We don't do it so loudly. But very gently. क्या करूं. So that ma has to be touched, but very gently. And the next part. कैसे कहूं. So here which note are we touching? कैसे कहूं ga. It is the komal ga. कैसे कहूं. Again very gently. And the last part is the most important. रात कब. So here we have to bring in like a very whispery tone, right? If you notice in the song, she doesn't sing it with a full-throated voice like रात कब. No, it has to be a whisper. रात कब. And then slowly build up your voice. कैसे ढले. So there's a lot of modulation that goes into it. So we start with that whispery sound and then slowly bring in our original voice. रात कब कैसे ढले. Hope you enjoyed learning this beautiful song and will practice really well. I'll be waiting to hear your version of the song. So please upload it in Insta and Facebook and do tag us. And if you want to join me for some regular training in music, then please download the VoxGuru app. I have shared the links in the description. So here on the app, you will find some very systematic and detailed courses in various styles of music like Carnatic, voice culture, Hindustani classical, ear training, and whatnot. So this is the best place for you to get started with your musical journey and take it forward many leaps and bounds. So please get the app right away, and I'll be waiting to see you there. Let's learn together.